Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm Lindsay and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskies.
On Screwin Dusties today, we got an older label Wild Turkey, 81, and then we got the newer label Wild Turkey, 81.
It's not 81, it's just their normal.
It's
now.
81.
It's 81 proof, but it's not 81 anymore.
On their fifth, it still says 81, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It's the same label. Actually, I just looked.
Interesting.
So interesting stuff. So this was put out in 2011 by Eddie Russell. People say it was his foot forward into the company. He became the master distiller alongside of his father, Jimmy. So they said that this was kind of his entry of, hey, look at me, this is what I'm going to do. They had 80 proof. He upped it a half a proof, so made it to the 81.
That would be one proof.
Well,
half a percent,
whatever. So I made it to the 81 proof. So
gave it a better color scheme these days. I mean,
I personally, looking at these, the old label where there's an actual like fully colored turkey, I think is the prettiest. But this one's kind of opaque, and now this one's just black and white.
2020.
Yes, this is just more, forward.
This one, the label looks like pea. The cap is brown.
It's just not very attractive.
I thought maybe this was faded from the sun or something, but nope, that was their label.
So it was originally released in 2011, and then they revamped the label to what you see now in 2016. So still the same juice and everything. It's just got a new label, a new brand of all of that.
You want to read the laser code and explain how you get when it was dumped?
So the laser codes on the back, I have a pretty 95% reliable friend that posted on the internet about how he figured out their laser coding from talking to some of the people there as well. Wild Turkey has changed their laser coding, I think 7 times in the last 9 years or something like that. So it's kind of hard to decipher. So D starts in 2015. So this one, it's like the first one is the year, so you have to know the year. So I just went D because that was the first one I knew. And it was 2015. And then the second letter is the month of the year. So D would be the fourth month, which would be April. This one is April 6th. So this would be April 6th of 2015 at 8:27 in the morning.
Okay,
was when this one was dumped.
What about the newer label?
So D, E, F, G, H. So this was 2019. This was January 2nd of 2019 at 11:32. So how it goes is it's LL dash 2 letters and then 6 numbers. So the first 2 numbers are the day, and then the last 4 is military time of when it was dumped. So it's just knowing that those...
So they start early in the morning.
Yeah, they do.
What does the LL stand for in the beginning? Do you know that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't found anything of why, so if you guys know, let us know. But that's as far as I know. It's just how to read the dates.
Wild Turkey is a blend of 6 to 8-year-old bourbons blended.
Which is upped because their 80 was only 4 years.
Yeah.
So this is upping everything. It's a blend of different whiskeys that are 6 to 8 years old.
Mainly meant for cocktails and as a mixer.
Yep.
I'm pretty confident it's going to be a decent sipper just because of that age, even though it is proof down.
Yeah.
So,
it is aged in American white oak barrels, but they are charred number 4, which is alligator char, which is the highest char you can have. And that was something that Eddie wanted to try and pull more flavors out. So that's one of the beneficial things of this particular one.
This is still a 6 to 8 year. That's not their 4 year, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Which label do you prefer?
The new one.
Okay. I wish we could get some older ones, maybe do some older Wild Turkey videos. Get some from the 70s and 80s and 90s.
I know, there's some pretty cool decanters and stuff
maybe an
out
old
there.
decanter.
Yeah. We'll see.
Some of their other age ranges. We'll do a lot of wild turkey. We're just starting to get into wild turkey.
All right, so here's
Gonna
our
crack the old one.
isn't the whippersnapper. Oh, it smells good.
Let's just open up in a bunch of new bottles.
Might as
I have
well.
so many open right now.
You're
I'll
drinking
pour
them
a
pretty
little
quick.
bit more in there so we can compare. We'll keep the newer one closer to me. Alright, do you see any color difference?
Well, now that they're poured, no.
Yeah, I think it was just the label in this one.
In the bottles, I can clearly see the new stuff is a shade or two darker.
Yeah.
But now that they're poured, they don't look any
It
different.
must be the label doing it.
Something. I don't know. They smell the same to me. This one is a little bit milder on the nose. Oh, it just burned my nose. Like, there's fruity licorice. I don't know. The old
This one's more fruity.
Yeah. The old one smells better to me.
This one smells younger. The newer bottle actually smells younger to me, like young corn. But they're both very sweet smelling.
Mm-hmm.
You just took a sip.
I did.
Not that good? I think I got a hole in my lip. It's alright for being an 81 proof. So it's very watered down.
I don't think. Okay, it's not terrible to sip on.
Newer one has a lot more spice
Yeah.
and more character.
So the smell, for first off, the look, I'm going to give the new bottle 110%. New bottle, new label, we like it. The smell, I'm going to give to the old one. That one just smells a lot more. There's a lot more to the smell that I can get. Now, obviously, we've had these poured for a whole minute, but the new one just smells better to me. But taste is going to the new one. I don't know.
I agree.
It's got a lot.
Taste and finish. It's just got
Yeah.
a little bit more of a spice.
It's a little more of a kick to it, and I taste a little bit more out of this than I
And
do this
that
one.
does not mean their juice has changed at all.
No.
That could mean maybe they had a couple hard winters or really hot summers that
Right.
changed it a little bit.
Still the same stuff, but again, we don't control the weather, so
So our older label, this is why I picked it up because I thought it was pretty cool. It still says bottled by Austin Nichols Distilling Company, and this one says distilled and bottled by Wild Turkey. I started drinking Wild Turkey back when it had Austin Nichols on the label, so I thought that was pretty cool. They did keep the AN symbol up toward the top,
yep.
trying to stick to their roots. I like it.
And then the new one obviously has Master Distiller Eddie Russell written on it. Obviously, the old one does not.
That's weird.
So that's something different too. But all in all, I think that Wild Turkey is a very consistent brand, and I definitely think there's something that we keep around. We have.
For their entry level, this is
Yeah,
a good entry level.
It's not bad at all. We have a good friend of ours just gave us a bottle of Kentucky Spirit, so we'll be cracking into that here shortly.
I'd like to go get that fantail and compare
yeah.
those in a Corkin Dusty.
I would love to too. Fantail is my favorite bottle.
I think it's ugly.
Super excited to get one, and
Oh.
I found a place that has 4 of them, so I'm hoping that I can go get one before.
But you get those
runs
people,
off.
they find one thing and they'll buy them all,
I know.
unfortunately.
So we went to go get the one fantail we found a while ago, and it was gone. But then I just found some recently, so I'm
It's not
fingers
impossible
crossed
to find yet.
I can go and buy one of those soon. But yeah, so Wild Turkey for us it's very consistent. It's very good. They're changing their look, but they're not changing what's inside those bottles, and I think that's working for them. They know what they're doing, and we can appreciate their
Look
bourbon.
at the legs on that for
I
an
know.
80 proof. Wow.
It's got a nice thick. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that is ridiculous. Just the thick.
I feel like half the videos you're just covering up my face.
Yeah, I try. I don't want to see it anyway. It's okay.
All right.
So okay. So all in all, what would you pick?
The newer one.
I think the old one only has it beat by smell, just because
Yeah.
that's more predominant smells, for sure. So stick to the new stuff, I guess.
Actually, stick to 101. It's better.
That's true. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.